Welcome back, everybody, to the NorQuest Esports Valorant Champions Division. We've already gone through 3 rounds, one of which was on stream. We just finished up Obey Alliance versus Foxy. 12-10 to start off the day. Love to see close matches. And we got a Swiss format, so it's only going to get closer and closer as we progress throughout the day. And don't forget, guys, this tournament, this day and tomorrow, all brought to you by NorQuest. This educational institution proudly serves 19,354 educational learners from the Edmonton region and around the globe. So for more information on NorQuest College, make sure you go check them out at www.norquest.ca.
Yeah, and thank you for NorQuest. They're going to bring us the next couple matches as well, and we're going to jump into Billionaires Club. And I'm very excited to see this team. We were talking about it before. They're going to go against Black Frost.
Yeah, this should be 2 very interesting teams coming out, and these guys both have a 2-1 record so far. So a reminder for anyone who may just be tuning in, we got a Swiss format to start off the day. We got 20 teams, and at the end of the next couple of matches, we're going to narrow it down to 8. So you win, you go on to play teams with your record in the next round, right? So both these teams have 2 wins, 1 loss currently. So whoever comes out on top here, looking pretty good to make it into those top 8. And if you lose, then things are starting to get a little dicey. 2-2, maybe if you win in your last round, you can still sneak on into the top 8, but a W is necessary more or less right here. We're going on to bind for this best of 1.
Yeah, and I love seeing this bracket system. Is so fun. It gives a lot of opportunities for the teams, and especially now, like you said, both of the teams with the same score so far, jumping in Billionaires Club, and everyone just making their picks on bind. I don't think once again we're gonna see any kind of surprises.
Ooh.
We only see Giga locking the Viper.
Well, and the Yoru? Coburg's on the Yoru?
Oh,
When was the last time you saw a Yoru on bind too? That is a very interesting pick. All right, Billionaires Club already giving us some spice.
it's actually funny. We were talking about it before that we never see Yoru, but maybe they heard us. Maybe they heard our conversation. They wanted to bring that Yoru. That is going to be, I mean, very interesting to see being played. It's going to be one of the 2 duelists for this team. Maybe Switch still trying to decide what they're going to bring.
I mean, I'm already excited. Like I'm in now. I'm invested. We get Viper and Yoru. I think despite being a Billionaires Club, and which I'm not a huge fan of Billionaires most of the time, but these guys, they're all right in my book. We are rolling on into bind, and I am looking forward to a Dryad.
Absolutely. I am so excited for these teams, and I want it to be pretty much as close as we saw the last match. I mean, it was until the very last rounds that we saw the Alliance coming up on top, but before that, it was just coming back and forth.
Oh boy. All right. Much more standard composition, I think, from Black Frost Gaming, right? You get the Rays, pretty common here on bind. Gets a lot of value, especially in places like hookah, showers, but I mean, all over the map, honestly. Really good for entry on these sites, too. You get that double blast packs, showstoppers. Very consistent agent. Everyone on Black Frost's team, honestly, pretty reasonable compared to Billionaires Club, at least.
Absolutely. And just a reminder that Memory Express is Canada's premier destination for computer products since 1996. Now, with 14 stores across Canada, they're ready to serve you in-store and online, so check them out at memoryexpress.com.
First and foremost, though, we got to check out this game. Black Frost starting off on the defense. I love this. This is my favorite thing to do in all of Valorant, especially on bind. Play Phoenix, go to Garden, just wait for people to push long and flash. Not where Billionaires Club is primarily going, though. Coburg's already so far out. That is a beautiful bait, and Black Frost have bought into it entirely? Okay, maybe not. They're doubling back. They're thinking to themselves, wait a minute. We might have just been bamboozled. Oh, poor Kratzy was all alone there, forced to swing out as that raise grenade went through. This is an excellent execute coming from Billionaires Club to start this off.
Yeah, really good start so far, but only 1 member lost because of Black Frost. They're going to try to make that rotation, play for that retake again.
Ooh. Giga's playing with fire, already close and personal. Gonna be eliminated eventually, and that gets Black Frost out onto the site. Still 3v4 though. Uphill battle. Oh, bam, just barely winning that, but Swish will clean that up eventually. That Raise Nade doesn't actually land where Swish was hoping for, though, and suddenly it's 2 versus 2. Billionaires Club, they just gotta play for time, and that's something Black Frost are running out of. Like his cap, though, Billionaires, they have to swing, and they'll get it done. Cleaning them both up without any more losses. An excellent pistol round for Billionaires Club.
Yeah, I like the synergy already for the Billionaires Club going in, especially toward the end, to guarantee that kill, not giving anything to the side of Black Frost towards the end. And I mean, Bind is such an interesting map as well. There's so many possibilities, like you said. I think, like you mentioned, Phoenix being so fun going to guard and also being able to use that portal a little bit more better than anyone else. It's something that I want to see. You're also able to just build that momentum on the attacking side a little bit better than other maps.
Look at all this early utility Black Frost are already investing to try and keep Billionaires Club away from the A site. The Recon Dart, the Raise Nade, both gone. Paint shells, that is. Bam's not going to really be able to hold on to this either. That paint shells answer back. Swish clears him out easy there. Billionaires, they're not having a problem planting whatsoever. I mean, it is the anti-eco, right? They've earned this easy win in the second round. But just nothing on the board for Black Frost.
Yeah, pretty much nothing that they can do here. Trying to play for the retake, only 2 members remaining. The Cypher, I mean, even trying to get information is going to be difficult here. Look at how Billionaires is holding. They're not going to move from any of those corners.
Look how disciplined those post plants are too, right?
Yeah.
Contact crossfire at every single intersection. Flawless is the exact word I was thinking of. Thank you, Valorant announcer lady. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, Billionaires Club, they did a really good job there. I like how they're playing fast and then forcing Black Frost to play into their retake where they're holding every single corner. I mean, you saw there were not many opportunities. But, and also being able to get a little bit of that intel. I mean, when you have the Sova, you also have the boom bot that we're able to see from the race. There's so many possibilities for them to try to get any sort of information before pushing in a little bit faster.
Okay.
And now Billionaires Club, they get a super clean bonus round here. Heavy armor, Spectres across the board. Black Frost, they have actual rifles, but they need to get away with several of them, right? It's not enough to win here for Black Frost. They need to do so cleanly. And you can see how carefully they're playing on a lot of these angles.
Oh, and they have to. They pretty much have no other opportunity.
Oh, gotta be careful on that swing! Lethala gonna be able to hold that down. Uka doesn't go over, but eventually run down, and Ryu going to easily pick up that Phantom. And I mean, Billionaires Club, they've just snuck their way onto the site. Blank's gonna try and get into lamps here, and we'll be able to pin one down. All right, that's a pretty clean win, all things considered for Black Frost. They get away with those 3. They're gonna be feeling all right.
Not to worry about it yet, and also being able to get and keep those Vandals and those Phantoms is something that they're going to like for the next couple of rounds. In the meantime, Billionaires Club, they're going to be the ones buying this time around. Not a lot of opportunities. They want to guarantee the next round. Trying to get close to those ultimates as well for maybe this one. I mean, we could be seeing for the next round a little bit of Viper, a little bit of even that showstopper coming through from Swish.
Yes, this should do.
Oh, and Blank's set up here too. In this hookah position. Synergy taking the contact. Gotta be a little bit careful. Gonna fall off though. He comes back to contest that. That is ambitious. Eventually we'll completely get out of there. Blank's still hanging around in hookah though, so Swish has to fully clear this. Doesn't expect Blank to be hanging around, but doesn't overstep, doesn't overstay. Blank's chasing him down though, flashes himself, but still manages to find Swish in the end of it. Oh boy, that was a little scrappy. But Black Frost come out on top.
I think it's the second time already that I see the Phoenix doing that, but I mean, able to get the kills at the end, gets another one.
Billionaires Club, they're going to try and take advantage and clear out the A site. They've spotted enough players toward B to where they feel like they can get on here. They will get the spike down, but 3 versus 4 in this post plant. You can't really set up those clean crossfires that we saw from Billionaires Club before, right? It's much more difficult to do so. You have to win your individual gunfights. Nice shots there from Coburg. Running back stopped before it could get any value. Fortunately, Coburg's not going to live to tell the tale of that. Giga trying to go for the early catch there. Just dipping and diving back and forth, but pinned down now, and there's nothing he can do as Black Frost take a second round.
Yeah, I really like this from Black Frost. Everyone going low, but managing to get those kills. Like you said, they didn't have that positioning like before because they lost a few members early on. So they had to be very careful. They had to win those duels, and that is exactly what they did against Billionaires Club, who now, like we said, there were a couple ultimates that might be coming through. And yes, they are going to be available. The Hunter's Fury, for example, for the set of Billionaires Club, if they want to use it early on, as a way to try to get ahead and to even get some information.
Billionaires Club, they're running out of money too. They're going to force up into this round. Mostly full rifles with a couple of Spectres. And they've got pretty critical ultimates here. But they have to get onto the site for the Viper's Pit to be any value. And as such, they want to do so cleanly. Ooh, nice flash. Bam's not going to fall for it, though. It was a fake onto that orb, and he is out of there. Both flashes actually used there by Coburg, too. He's going to dimensional drift onto site. Spots one in elbow. Huge information gained here by Coburg. Unfortunately, his team's not able to make much work of it, though. Blank swings on out and is good for one. Eventually, Coburg finds the people, says, guys, if you can't get him, I'll do it myself. And it's pretty lucky there was a wall sitting there, too. That showstopper doesn't work out, though. And Billionaires Club, while they struggled a bit. Oh, never mind. They're still struggling. I can't believe that. Cracked. Finding Giga through the Viper's Pit there. That's the spike, too. It's 1v2, but Cracked has all the health. He jumps right on down and blows him away.
Just in time for Black Frost, they get yet another point. And like you said, Billionaires Club, they got so much information with the ultimate from Yoru. It was perfect. Able to get 2 kills. It seems like that was going to be the clutch happening, but not enough. And a lot of ultimates wasted as well. Like you said, the showstopper didn't really connect to anyone like they wanted to. The Viper's Pit pretty much got canceled right away, and so Black Frost is able to get away with the win.
Now Billionaires Club, I guess $1 billion just wasn't enough. They're broke now. Completely out of money. They're still going to try and go for this, though. They at the very least want to get this spike down. Cosmic Divide used much like a Sage Wall would have been. Investing so many ults into this low eco round. Cracked, he knows where this spike is getting planted. Can't quite hear it in time to get out of there, though. But, I mean, it hardly matters. The spike gets down, sure, but Billionaires Club... Oh, okay, well, they will be able to get one at least. Ryu? That's a second. Picked up a gun, but wasn't able to get much done with it. And Space, having used the Hunter's Fury earlier, now has to contest with just a Sheriff to his name. A lot of util here for the post plant, but I don't think it's going to be nearly enough to stall this out long enough. So Black Frost won't get this defuse, and no, there it goes. 4-2 lead now.
All about the timing and those abilities being used, like we said, for that Soba. I mean, he didn't know that Black Frost was pushing in, going to take him down immediately. If not, they would have waited a couple more seconds or not even used that at all. Black Frost getting ahead this time around, and like you said, it was an eco round for the set of Billionaires Club, so not a lot of opportunities anyways, but now they are forcing and they want to guarantee this win.
Look at Black Frost, though.
On my mark.
They've got 3 set up here. They're going to charge down A short. Oh, or rather creep down it. Surprisingly enough. Ooh, energy rough there for Black Frost. Oh, they go for a gamble. And while Cracked is at least here to pick up some of the pieces, you know where he is now. There's no way he's getting out. He just has to win all the gunfights, and well, he gets a couple. 3 was maybe asking a little bit much for him. Bam coming out over here, but Coburg pins him down, and that early swing, that early push from Black Frost does not seem to amount to what they were hoping for.
Only the Phoenix left, make that rotation, trying to do that retake. That positioning, once again for Billionaire's Club, is going to be almost perfect to take him down. Or not?
Ooh, he hears them in lamps, though. Get this first wing. He's still got a flash available. Oh, beautiful nade, though. That is perfect utility usage from Swish there, because there wasn't any chance for Blank to get away. He had to fight both of them at the same time while standing on explosives.
And I know a lot of people get mad about it, but one of my favorite things to see in Valorant is clearing out players with utility. It is so entertaining. I mean, it just gotta be the right timing, the right positioning to make it happen. And those paint shells, just being able to connect in time. Give a round to Billionaire's Club, who definitely needed it. And Black Frost, they're playing a little too aggressive.
Look, they learned their lesson.
They did.
They're backing up now. Lathyla ain't going for it this time around. Nobody here in Hookah. The Billionaire's Club, they can force their way in here for free. A lot of ground gained here toward B early, Dryad.
Yeah, just slowly trying to push in. The smoke's going to make things a little bit more difficult. Still possible. That Dimensional Rift, once again, going to be available for this Yoru if they're able to get information into B side. That is exactly what they want to do on the attacking side.
Coburg was trying to go for fake there too, but I think the footsteps were actually too far away to bait Black Frost into it. So they're still holding those same defensive angles they were looking for earlier. Coburg clears out the site. He realizes, hey, there's nobody actually on site, guys. They're going to be deep into elbow and defender spawn as well. Billionaire's Club just going to get onto the site without too much of an issue, and that's when Black Frost strike. Everything being invested. Run it back out onto the site too. Blank's not going to get much with that, but it still opened up Black Frost for that one critical pick, and the showstopper from Billionaire's Club didn't get much of anything. The spike has been planted though. Black Frost, who are on a timer right now. Oh, poor Swish. Trying to jump around so he didn't get taken out. Luckily for him, his team's still holding it down for the most part. Maybe not. Sam's made it pretty far out. Only 6 bullets in his clip.
Last player standing.
Gonna try and stick it. Just gonna try and stick it, and makes it happen. Synergy with the cover. And it ain't a problem for Black Frost.
Another one for the set of Black Frost. Really good timing. This time around, Billionaire's Club not able to get as much information, and that made things even more difficult. Yeah, they could assume that they were on elbow, they were all the way in backside, but where exactly? Yoru wasn't able to get this, and that was the key. A lot of ultimates as well that we saw being used, including the Hunter's Fury yet again. And Black Frost, they were just playing it patiently, using their positioning to their advantage more than anything else.
Billionaire's Club, they're gonna go for a couple of sparse buys here, but mostly they're broke. Mostly they're running low on funds. Blank not having any problems. And Crossfire here with Synergy. Ooh, that is beautiful. It does mean that one gun will be recovered. Coburg actually bought his already, but he's doing work with it. Oh my. Suddenly it's a 2v2. I mean,
Spike planted.
Ryu's got a gun? Lathyla's stuck on an op? Billionaire's Club, this is a super winnable round.
Oh, the neutral theft as well being used just for that information. But is it going to be enough to push into sight? So close.
Smoke is really annoying too.
One
Cracked.
enemy
Ooh, gonna jump on out, does
Last
find the
player
one,
standing.
and knows where Ryu is now. On top of the box, Ryu doesn't expect it, and I think he ran out of ammo. Oh, one more bullet would have been enough, but no dice for Billionaire's Club. And Black Frost with just 8 health on Crack will keep it going.
Gets the operator 2 for their team, and with that, Black Frost 6 points so far. They're really good. That was a really good ultimate usage. I mean, it looks risky when there's not a lot of members remaining for the enemy team, but that neutral theft came in time, was able to get that information, and with that, the Cypher just had to push and get those kills. Exactly what happened, and also being a little bit of a distraction. So worked out really, really good for the team.
Black Frost, they've only been narrowly winning a lot of these rounds, though, so they don't have crazy economy built up. Billionaires Club on an actual gun round now. They can quickly swing the momentum of this half back in their favor. They've got the ults to get onto B as well. Cosmic Divide already going out in Synergy, and not quite able to make that swing happen. Ooh, this can get dangerous. Damn, he's setting himself up, but nah, already on the watch there. And beautiful spam from Coburg too. Expecting Bam to be in that position when that recon dart goes out so early. Poor Blank.
No.
he had no idea what he was walking into there. And now Black Forest, well, they've been able to make a lot of these B-site retakes happen. It's looking like they've run out of luck. Although, as I say that, Synergy with one and Crack's cleaning up another. Dimensional Drift just to buy some time here, but Coburg's not careful. He's going to be in a world of hurt when he comes out of that. It's enough, though. It's enough. Got up on top. That's a tricky spot, too, for that Dimensional Drift. Billionaires Club, they finally get another round.
And they're able to build that economy too. They're also, I mean, they're playing this very, very well. It seems like they used that Dimensional Drift on the last round. Didn't really, it seems like it didn't really get as much information, but they were able to get that round nonetheless. And it's 6-4, still looking really close. They have a couple more ultimates, including that Viper's Pit. Might be coming through if they're able to get to the point very early on.
Like we were saying earlier, Dryad, Black Frost, they're already out of money. They lost one gun round, instantly out of money. That's what happens when you're not taking away rounds cleanly, and you're just taking them away by the skin of your teeth.
Yep.
Billionaires Club, they're inching their way toward A. I mean, they're just waiting to see if Black Frost are going to try anything spicy. They know they're out of money. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Oh! Excuse me?
How?
How? I mean, that's just perfect crosshair placement, spamming into the smoke there. Oh. Heard the blast pack too, so no swishes up top, but Space ain't letting them get away with another one there. 4 versus 4, but I mean, again, it's just Billionaires Club with all the guns right now. Bam finds one with a shock dart though, and Billionaires Club, they're feeling pressured. They have to run over to B. They do see Blank. He's got a curveball at the ready, though. Gotta be careful about the timing. Maybe needs to do it now. There you go, buddy. Manages to sneak his way over and just buy a ton of time, but unfortunately, there's just not enough firepower. I mean, Bam has a rifle now. He didn't get the tag. Not really able to get the spot there. Still finds Giga regardless.
Oh, they are so low. Yeah, they are so
was hurt. Yeah. Very difficult all in all. I mean, there's no way. It's actually impossible for Bam to win this because he would have to run all the way out through B long and kill the Hunter's Fury, right? Spaced is just waiting for a tap on the spike, and then he's going to use the ult. Actually pops it prematurely there. Actually, there might have been one tap, and he whiffs it entirely. This is where it gets a little bit dicey. Coburg's going to have to die to try and ensure this, but I mean, Bam sticking this. There's no way Space loses that. A good effort from Bam. He made that as costly as possible. But like I said, it just wasn't possible to win.
Yeah, with 3 HP, there's only so much you can do. Also, when 2 enemies are still alive and on point, so a difficult situation to deal with, but still looking very close. It seems like we're going. It's going to be the same scenario to what we saw in that last match, like really pushing into those double digits for both of the teams, just getting a couple, then the opposite scenario. And I mean, Black Frost, they are ahead, but can they keep it again?
Quite a few ults to work with, at least.
Yeah.
In this last round of the half. You gotta be careful on how you actually use those, obviously. Oh, and Billionaires Club, they're pretty confident here. They've gotten some early utility out of these players for Tuco. They got some early info too, but Blank swings out and gets one for free. That is a great first contact there. And coming through the TP, Synergy actually not able to win that first fight. Lathyla has to be the one to clean it up. But I mean, it works out. All things considered, Billionaires Club, they have to flee through the teleporter over to the A site. And while they will I say we'll be able to get this spike down. There is a Hunter's Fury. Bam's just waiting for it.
Oh no.
Nice first tag, too. The spike gets planted, but it costs Space his life. And now how do you ever hope to win this?
Yeah, playing for the retake, but this time around, they do have the numbers to make it work.
One
The
enemy
spot's
remaining.
that. There's Coburg. He didn't know where to look, man. There's no way you can catch that. Ryu all alone, and Bam's not letting him get away. Black Frost 7-5 is how they'll end the first half.
Yeah, it is exactly the same scenario to what we saw the last match. Really just taking us to the distance here, and I love seeing how
Switching
competitive
sides.
these games are. Black Frost ahead by just a little bit, but Billionaires Club, they've done a really good job. It's just a matter of just making those rotations, working a little bit more as a team to get that going. We saw them committing a lot of mistakes when we saw them pushing on the defense, getting taken down immediately. I mean, this is something that you have to know at this point. It's something that you have to plan for. So playing more carefully. I mean, they are going to play more aggressive now, but it's gotta be all about that communication. Where are they going? And when they also have that dimensional drift that actually we saw 4 times throughout that first half, you have to be able to connect and use that information to your benefit.
Black Frost leaning pretty heavily towards B here. Look at the mini-map, though. All the way back in spawn. Coburg has thrown a cheeky teleport all the way from A heaven so that he can come and reinforce. Look, he's here already. The second that info comes on out, he's here on the site. Gotta get actually one of these players, though. He has so many targets, and he can't pick one to actually fight. Synergy instead just demolishes him. Was that another ridiculous shot through the smoke? What is this guy doing to this team? Swish is in a pretty cheeky spot and able to find one, but now the only one left standing. A second right click. Still a winnable round here. We'll recover a frenzy too. Firepower upgrade. Ooh.
One enemy
Knows where
remaining.
Cracked is. Expects synergy. Oh, but caught reloading. Good effort and only 21 health for Cracked, but 21 is enough.
Using a frenzy is such a nightmare every single time. That reload always comes in the worst possible time. I mean, almost a clutch happening for this race, but no, that reload had to happen. A little bit of an unfortunate situation. Now, giving Black Forest another point. They have 8 so far, trying to get a couple more. And they're doing a really good job. I mean, you look at the top frags for both of the teams, it's the exact same kills. It's 13 and 13.
Cutting through. Decoy.
Ooh, okay, Coburg. Going for a pretty ambitious play here. Okay, well, good attempt. Oh, that's a nice name. Swish is doing pretty dang well, all things considered. Billionaires Club, they may be down by a bit, but I have loved Swish's performance. Ryu with a cheeky swing, but can't find the head of Lathyla, so no way you're going to actually be able to win that fight. And 2v4, 1 Spectre recovered, and 1 kill to go with it.
There.
But I doubt there's much more coming Billionaire's way right now.
Yeah, and like I said, one thing about Switch is that the timing for their ability seems almost perfect every single time. That's the way that they're able to get those kills when no one is expecting. I mean, what are the odds that you stop using your Gaunt to use those pain shells or
One
you're able to get a
enemy
kill with it? Oh, as I say that.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
I mean,
Swish.
Swish just had a frenzy, right? I mean, poor dude. I like this from Coburg, though. Has gone all the way around, is going to try and catch Blank with his knife out. No! Oh, the worst possible timing for Coburg. He thought it was clear. He thought surely they would have ran away already. Oh, but Blank coming at the very end there. Having some fun to go with it. That's a little tragic for Billionaires Club. They're going to take a minute, recover from that blow to the mental.
Yeah, a little bit of that timing that they need to figure out. And I was going to say, throughout this game, we've seen some really good timings to use abilities and to use your gun and to run, I mean, anything. And also some really awful timings. That was definitely one of them.
It's so unfortunate, man. Poor Coburg. All right. Let's take stock, though. Gun around here for Billionaires Club.
Yep.
This is where they have to fight back and get momentum, right? Last last half we were talking in round 3, Black Frost, they needed to get away clean. The same thing rings true for Billionaires Club here. It's not enough to win. You need to do so convincingly. Thyla's bought up. That's an actual phantom that you're going to have to deal with now as well. This is by no means an easy round for Billionaires Club. But if they can get this, then they potentially get some ultimates. Swish already pretty close to that showstopper. Going glass cannon with the operator, it seems.
Yeah.
That's ambitious. That's
Yeah.
ambitious.
They seem really confident about it, so I want to see what they want to bring, especially Swish out of everyone else using the operator.
But look how far Swish is from the action. Look at Black Frost right now. Billionaires Club have no idea just how many players are ready to just charge through here. Maybe this will be a fake, though. If Billionaires Club can hold the line with these 2-3 players at B, get Black Frost to teleport, then they're going to have a very good chance at this round. But it's a pretty big if trying to get Black Frost out of there.
Yeah, and only one more member trying to rotate slowly to A is going to be that Yoru in the meantime. Few of the members for the Billionaires Club still holding A.
We're falling all the way back, too. Just so we can get that TP set up on A. They're not convinced yet that Black Frost are actually going to be staying here. Oh, now they probably will be, though. The Thyla flying into Hookah. Coburg cleans that up, though. But unfortunately, they can't keep him off. Coburg picking away at him, though. One by one, he's finding him. Can't quite get that flick on the crack. But, I mean, that's about as much work as you can hope for out of your Yoru.
Ken slowly trying to make that rotation happening, but it's going to be once again playing for that retake for the side of his defense. Synergy getting that pick into space.
Ryu's worked around, too. Up in Hookah. Can set up this cross. Need the perfect timing and need the angle to work out, too. And unfortunately, it just doesn't. It doesn't. Crack cleans them up, and now Black Frost are doubling the rounds of Billionaires Club.
Really just playing with the mental of Billionaires Club there. I mean, they thought they were going to rotate. They thought they were going to rotate to A, and it just never really happened. So they had 2 members that were late. They had to play for the retake. It was a little bit too late, and Black Frost was able to get ahead once again. They have everything for the next couple rounds. They have that economy. They have the skills. They have that momentum. And Billionaires Club, they need to get 5 in a row, 5 rounds in a row, if they want to even just catch up.
Coburg is going to be able to spot Bam here. Oh, that's a... I don't know about that one, buddy. I don't know about that one. Trying to come out of the dimensional drift right in front of Bam. That is rarely ever going to go well.
I know
was
exactly
something.
where you are.
Right?
I mean, now it's just a field day, too, for Black Frost. They're having fun all over the map. We're just trying to swing out, find a head of one, but no dice. Yeah, that's a flawless round. Black Frost, you can tell they're feeling it now, Dryad.
Oh,
They are having a ball.
After the last round, I mean, they are playing it faster. They're getting those kills before the enemy team. And Billionaires Club, they look a little lost. They took a break to try to discuss, to see what they could do better, but it seems like it's really not working out. They're losing round after round, and it gets more and more difficult. Black Frost, like you said, you're feeling it. They have everything to win this.
One last comfortable gun round if Billionaires Club don't walk away with a W on this defense here. They're going to be out of money. Have to take this round. Coburg needs this first pick, and he finds it. Got to be careful, though. More players than he potentially bargained for. Does manage to just TP back to safety on the B site. And Black Frost, they're pretty confident that Coburg is out of there. Ooh, swish! Ooh! Oh, couldn't quite hop away fast enough. That blast pack didn't get him out of danger. Now it's 4 versus 4. A full TP toward A. They know they got to pick in showers. And Black Frost, they want to take advantage. Run it back out onto the site. Coburg spots him, though. Gets past it, but Lathyla's not letting Coburg hang around in heaven. He cracked good on another dry swing. Catches Ryu, just doubting whether or not anyone was going to show up on short. Blank's going to be able to get this spike planted. 2v4. Last chances here for Billionaires Club if they want to actually maintain their economy. Giga's doing work.
Standing.
Spaced, finding the swing too, just an inch wide, and somehow Billionaires Club stay with it.
Oh, I was about to say it was going to be difficult. Only 2 members, only the Viper and that Sova trying to make something happen. But they had a really good positioning to get their skills. They were holding Heaven, able to get 2 with that. In the meantime, Sova on the other side getting 1 more, and that is it. Billionaires Club. They do get 1, but I mean, that doesn't really fix a lot for them. They're still down in their economy.
There.
They still have a lot to catch up onto.
Yeah, I mean, look how hurting their eco is right now. They're having to buy judges. I mean, it could be worse though, right? A couple judges, especially on a map like Bind, you can find some cheeky angles to make those work.
Decoy.
It's certainly not easy. Billionaires Club, they have a long way to go if they want to try and pull this back. And not much room for error as Black Frost are sitting at 11 rounds. But a Viper's Pit and Showers, paired with that Judge on short. Ha! Oof, I think his toes were spotted underneath the poison orb there. That is brutal. Now Black Frost, they're out onto A. Coburg's good for the first, but showstopper over top, and Thyla dodges the shots there to go with it. Swish is going to answer back and has an op in hand, but Bam's going to put it on the ground, and now it's a 2v3.
And it's the same scenario as last time. Billionaires Club, only the Viper and the Sova remaining.
And a great TP rotate here. Black Frost, they're just out of there. They know that there's still a couple players hanging around A. They don't want to deal with that Viper's Pit clearing it out. So they're just going to head on over. Look, Isla's got a great little angle here. Doesn't even need to show. Spaced. All alone. Flash. Manages to just turn it, but Lathyla uses that timing to come on up and put match point on the board for Black Frost.
And it just seemed like a nightmare to deal with. I mean, you're Sova, and you are playing against the Phoenix, the Sova, and the Rays from the other team, which they all know your location. There's pretty much nothing they could have done towards the end. And Billionaires Club, once again, not being able to get that round. Black Frost, this is match point. Only 1 more for them to go. They have everything. I mean, you can feel their confidence.
And keep in mind, Billionaires Club, if they lose this, they'll be at a 2-2 scoreline. That means it is difficult for them to make it into the top 8, and already it's falling apart. Gotta respect the effort from Billionaires Club. They knew everything was on the line, and they wanted to go for a cheeky play, but doesn't work out. 2 players remaining. Hunter's Fury seemed to whiff entirely. And Cracks, man, just such good reads from Black Frost. Face is revealed by the neural theft, and there it is, folks. Black Frost going up to 3-1 with a dominant win.
Really, really good job getting this 13-6. Towards the beginning, it seemed like it was going to be closer. It really seemed like it was going back and forth. But towards the end, I mean, especially in that second half, there was pretty much nothing that they could have done, and it got more difficult. The momentum, that synergy, just working out so good.
Yeah, a lot of times, just it seemed Billionaires Club were just caught off guard. Black Frost on an individual level had the reads. They knew the spacings, the timings, all across the map, and they end up coming out with a very strong win, 13-6. And now Black Frost, they're not quite comfortable yet, but it is looking likely that they'll be able to make that top, right? Because they'll have a high opponent's win percentage at the very least. So even if they fall down to 3-2 in the last round, they'll still be fighting toward the top of the teams that are sitting at 3-2, right? So Black Frost, they got to be feeling good about that win. It makes it very likely that they'll make it into the quarterfinals.
Yeah, and it's looking really good for them. I mean, every single team, they want to have at least those 3 wins, just to feel that confidence, just to feel like it's possible to move into the next couple of rounds. And I mean, that is exactly what they did. It seems like again, it seems like it was going to be closer. So, I mean, as the team has faced others, they have still the opportunity to come up on top.